I went to a focus group up in Chesterfield.
I done my first focus group on Zoom with Dimensions and my second focus group in Reading. People have said that they don't want to think about planning for end of life care. It's something that they didn't want to do at all, or even think about. And some people have thought about planning now while they've got the capacity to plan for.
No one really wants to think about it because it's not an easy subject to deal with, to handle, and most people tend to put it off. They don't do it out of not wanting to do it. They do it is because they're not prepared for it, because death can strike any time, any age, anywhere. When to prepare for it, and how we as a society prepare for it. And that question, sometimes it's answerable, sometimes it's not answerable. How can we prepare for something we don't know when or how it's going to happen? And that's not easy to handle, let alone plan. In photo groups, some people have judged it too early. Too early do you start thinking about that section and planning.
This washing line is a story of Bob, and it's the whole of his life. So when he's a baby, when he goes to college, when he lives independently, and unfortunately when he gets ill, and then when he has his funeral.
We used that, didn't we, to explain or to ask people when they think we should start to plan. So people put the different things of planning on the washing line, didn't they, when they thought it should be done. Was there a clear winner anywhere?
The answer to that question is no. The focus group had different ideas and times where they place their answers. Some of them judged to do it very early, others in the middle, and others judged at the very end. And there was another option. They also had the choice of ripping it up and putting it in the bin. And if they judged it was too upsetting at that particular moment in time, some people did actually do just that.
Yeah.
There was one person in the group who got on really well with their support worker, and she left, and the person didn't think that they could still stay in contact with that support worker because they have their own lives and their own families, because she thought that she wouldn't be allowed to stay in contact with her support worker. And I think she was really surprised that I was still in contact with the support worker that had left. It made it very difficult because you don't know who you're going to have to replace them, and then you got to start all over again. But if it's someone you already know and who knows you really well, then it's a lot easier to do that.
And what that came down to is individuality. Everyone had their own minds. We and our families and other members of our networks, we have the power to make those decisions when we judge.
Everybody is different and they do it when they're ready to do it.